Ankle flexibility and stability. That's what we're going to be targeting in this 8-minute yoga video. We're going to be starting in a tabletop position. We're going to bring the knees and feet together. Tuck the toes under, even those pinky toes, and we're going to sit back onto our heels, stretching the bottoms of our feet. If the sensations are too intense in the soles of your feet, you can lean yourself forward, maybe even placing your hands on the ground. Let your shoulder blades soften down your back. Just take a few breaths here. After your next exhale, slowly lean forward, release the feet, rolling out the ankles, come onto the tops of the feet. Step the left foot forward by your right knee. Sit back onto the right heel and lift that right knee up, getting a nice stretch on the front of that right ankle. You can place your hands on the ground. You can make fists and rest on the knuckles, or if it's more comfortable, you can always elevate your hands on blocks. On an exhale, gently release. We're going to come back into that toe stretch. Sit your weight back onto your heels. Make sure all toes are tucked under. Remember, soften the shoulder blades down. If you need to lean yourself forward to reduce the weight on the feet, you can lean yourself forward, maybe placing your hands on your thighs or all the way down onto the ground. Again, after your next exhale, lean forward, release the feet, come onto the tops. We're going to stretch the front of the left ankle this time, stepping the right foot forward, sitting back onto the left heel, and then lifting that left knee off of the ground to feel a nice stretch on the front of that left ankle. Very good. We'll take one last full inhale and exhale here. Release your legs, swing them forward. We're going to hug our knees in and just gently rock up and down the spine. So going forward and back a couple times, giving the spine a nice massage. The next time you rock forward, spread the legs slightly, coming into a squat. Release, rock back again, rock forward into a squat. One more time, we'll rock back, swing forward into your squat. We'll hold here, maybe bringing the palms of your hands together. Pressing out on the knees gently with the triceps. The knees gently press back into the triceps. Try not to collapse into the chest. On an inhale, use the strength in your legs to straighten the legs, walk the feet in. Exhale as you fold forward. We're going to walk back into a downward dog. So hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. Pedal out the feet, so gently pressing, alternating as you press the heels into your mat. Feel the inner biceps rolling up, shoulder blades firming down your mat. Inhale, lift both heels up nice and high. Exhale, sink them both down. Inhale, left leg is going to sweep up, bend that left knee. Bring the right heel in close as you open up the hip. Feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. Inhale yourself back into a three-legged dog and pump that left heel up and down. So inhale as you come high up on the toes. Exhale as you sink the heel down. So just flowing with your breath, pumping that heel up and down. Left leg stays extended back. On an inhale, we're going to swing it forward, step it underneath the hips, lift that right leg off of your mat. Begin to bring the hands to the hips. Make sure the hips are nice and even, that the right hip isn't lifting up higher. This is our warrior three. You can keep the hands on the hips, bring them out to the sides, or extend them straight out in front of you. Feel those stabilizers in your ankle working. Keeping that right leg off your mat, we're going to slowly hinge ourselves up. Coming into our tree pose, grab hold of that right ankle. You can either kickstand it up against the ankle, place the sole of the foot on your calf, or bring it up high to the inner thigh. Your palms can meet, or you can extend the arms straight up Again, feeling those stabilizers working to keep you balanced. Gently release. We're going to transition back into a warrior three as you hinge yourself forward, arms extending, that right foot reaching back, hips nice and even. On an exhale, bring the palms of the hands down, touch that right foot down behind you, coming back into your down dog. You can pedal out the feet again, get a nice stretch in the backs of the legs, into the calf and into the backs of the ankles. Good job. Inhale, both heels up again. Exhale, sink them down. Right side, we're going to inhale that right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open up that right hip. Feel a nice stretch on the right side of the body. Really trying to hug that heel in close behind you. Very good. Extend it back into your three-legged dog. We're going to pump that left heel up and down, so coming up high on the ball of the foot. Exhale as the heel sinks down. Move at the pace of your own breath, inhaling as you pump up, exhale as you sink down, keeping that right foot behind you. We're going to swing it forward underneath the hips, straighten that right leg, left leg lifts behind you, find your balance on that right foot, hands to your hips, out to the side or out in front of you. Create a nice long line between the crown of your head and those left toes. On an inhale, slowly hinge yourself up. Try and keep that left foot off of your mat. Come into your tree pose, either kickstand on the calf or in the inner thigh. Hands can come into a prayer in front of you. Maybe eventually raising the arms up overhead. Take a moment to notice the difference in balance between your left side and your right. Do you feel more or less stable on this side? On your next exhale, gently release and hinge yourself forward, transitioning into our warrior three, continuing to test those right stabilizers in the ankle by not touching that left foot down. Really reach out through the crown of the head and those left toes. On an exhale, drop the hands down. Touch the feet down behind you, coming into your downward dog. Good job once again. From here, we're going to bend our knees, send them wide, toes together, and just sink yourself down. Take a few breaths here. Absorb the effects of your practice. Good job.